Hello and welcome to this SUPboarder review of the Sandbanks Style Elite Pro Sport 10 feet 10 inches long. Now the Elite Pro Sport is a blend between an all-round iSUP and a touring iSUP, so it's definitely crossing over between those disciplines, and it's perfect for those lighter weight riders who just want to get on the water and have a bit of fun, or those looking to paddle a little bit faster out of a little bit longer board than that all-round, moving into that touring style. Now before we dive straight into the review, if you are new here watching a SUPboarder review, hello and welcome. And if you have seen our faces before, hello again. Please, if you do like our reviews, remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel. You'll get the updates of when new videos are released. We have more reviews, how-to videos, and just a lot more videos about the SUP industry. Before we get right into the review, we're gonna have a look at the brand Sandbanks. Now, Sandbanks Style, they are a UK-based company. They started in 2014. And their main goal was to bring a high quality, reasonably priced board into the paddleboarding market. They dedicate their business to providing the highest customer service, which is seen through their reviews on Facebook, their website, and throughout the internet. They also offer a very long 5-year warranty on their boards, which means they really do stand behind their products to make sure you are getting what you pay for. They're an environmentally friendly company as well. They do give back to charities, which you can find out on their website who they are. They also wrap their products in paper or recyclable material. So getting into the review, first off, we're going to start off by looking at the specifications of the board, the construction. We're going to be looking at what you get in the package with your purchase. Then we're going to be inflating the board, going through the fittings, and then our thoughts and impressions of the board out on the water, how it performed. Getting off the water, looking at the pros, cons, value for money, and of course at the end, who this board is going to suit. So make sure you stick around to see if this Elite Pro Sport is the right board for you. Let's dive into those specifications, starting off with the length at 10 feet 10 inches long, 30 inches wide, 4.75 inches thick, with 252 liters of volume. The board weight is 7.85 kilograms or 17.3 pounds. And the total capacity on the Sandbanks Style website is up to 150 kilogram load weight. The recommended retail price is 539 British pounds. The construction of the Elite Pro Sport is a drop stitch with laminated PVC layers or fusion with the extra rail layer for durability. Opening up the bag, let's see the whole package you get with this. You do get a Bravo super pump, a valve repair kit. You get a 3-piece fiberglass paddle, an ankle leash, an easy fix fin, and of course the bag which stores everything in it. Speaking about the bag, it does sit really nicely on your back when carrying it. It has a good amount of handles to maneuver the bag around, great zips, have a really large front zip to store the pump in, and the bag almost fully opens so you can fairly easily get the board into the bag. It also comes with wheels for ease of transport. Looking at the Bravo Super Pump you get with the package, just a single chamber but a double action pump. So you have a valve on the back here which you can change to the double action or single actions. It has a inflate valve, a deflate valve as well. Inflating the board is a fairly easy process with the pump. We did inflate the board to 20 psi. It is recommended between 18 and 20. We pumped it up to that maximum just to get that little extra performance on the water of a stiffer board. Taking a look at the paddle you get with the package, it is a 3-piece fiberglass paddle, so a blend between usability, durability, and a little bit of performance as well. Obviously it's not that carbon, but you are getting quite a nice paddle with this priced package. The Sandbanks coiled leash is nice and easy to fit with that single D-ring at the back so you know where you're putting it. And flipping the board over, inserting the easy click-in fin, but with this fin you slide it in with the front part of the fin. You click the back in and then you slide it back in the fin box. Now I've got the board pumped up. Let's take a look at the fittings that are found on this Elite Pro Sport. You'll notice our small cargo area with the bungees up the front. Just back from that we have our deck pad. Now it's that diamond pattern. We have a raised kicker at the back, which is great for when you are practicing your step back turns. You can step back there, feel where your foot is up against the kicker, and you can really wedge your foot up against there to practice those turns. In the middle of the board we have our carry handle, nice comfortable carry handle from Sandbanks. And back from that we have our handle which does blend into that touring discipline where you can maneuver the board around using that handle. Connected to that handle, we have a D-ring for our leashing point as well. Flipping the board over, underneath at the nose, we have a D-ring attachment for towing, and then we also have 3 fins, so a 2+1 fin setup on the Sandbanks Style Elite Pro Sport. Those 2 side fins are fixed. They are small fins, good for shallow water paddling. Then, of course, if you want that better tracking, you can fit that easy click-in fin system, being that center fin at the back. Let's dive into that deflection test now, where we test the stiffness of our board. This is one of the more stiff boards we have tested in the 4.75 inches thickness, and only deflected at 15 millimeters. So now let's move into finding out how this board performed out on the water. First off, getting out there, just even carrying the board to the water, you really notice how light and how nimble this board is. Being under 8 kilograms, it is a lot lighter than many other inflatable SUPs on the market today, which just makes carrying easier, but also when you are on the water, you're just getting a much faster, much more lively feeling board. We quite like the outline shape of a lot of the Sandbanks style boards as well. This one, especially the Elite Pro Sport, we'll notice that we have that really pulled in nose, so quite a pointy nose up the front. What that does is just decreases drag. We notice that on a lot of all-round iSUPs, we have quite a wide rounded nose, which means you have a wider area at the front, which pushes more water. Here you have quite a streamlined nose, which means you are getting that less drag. You've got quite a narrow nose as well, which I think is why the cargo area is quite small. But then going back, you have quite a wide outline at the back, which just promotes stability. Now, one of the biggest things that I know a lot of you would be interested in is the stability of the board. So 30 inches wide, not a super wide board, but not a narrow board either. It kind of sits in the middle. 10 feet, 10 inches long. It's kind of a unique length. You usually get all-round boards around 10.6, then you start to move into touring when it's kind of above 11 foot. So it's really blending those 2 disciplines together. But with stability wise, it is quite a stable board. And you know why? It's that 4.75 inches of thickness. You have a lower center of gravity. You are lower to the water with a thinner board. But once you get on a board that is under 5 inches or around that 5-inch thick mark, you're really noticing the performance benefits. You're closer to the water. You have much more balance. You're really able to feel the water a little bit more. You're able to control the board a little bit better. You can adjust your paddle height as well to be a bit lower to suit this kind of thickness of board. And a lot of things change, but a lot of things are for the better. Talking about the maneuverability of the board, step back turns, really simple. We've got that kicker on our tail pad, easy to place our foot up against, turn the board around. It turns with ease. You've got those 3 fins underneath, so it is a little bit more stable than, say, other boards, especially when rocking from side to side. These little side fins at the back just do hold you into position a little bit easier. Speaking about the fins and moving into how well it performs tracking, we found that the board does track quite well. Of course, those 3 fins, that larger single fin and the 2 smaller side fins, does help it paddle in more of a straight line. All in all, Sandbanks are making quality boards that do work out on the water. Let's get this board off the water, pack it away. Now, when we are packing it away, it's super easy to roll up. Obviously, the fin box is foldable, so once you do deflate the board, you've got that deflate point on the pump as well, so you can take the air completely out of it. It rolls up really nicely. Obviously, you need to roll around those fins, but when you get back to that single fin box, that folds around as well to just get it more compact in the bag. You got space in that front pocket for the pump. Everything else fits in the bag really nicely. And again, like we said, it's just comfortable to carry off. Now, I've said a lot of great things about the Elite Pro Sport out on the water, but are there some things that could be improved? Well, we think there's a couple of things that could lead into the cons of this board. First off, the bungee system. If it is starting to lean in toward that touring discipline, it'd be nice just to have these D-ring points just a little bit wider on the board, which means you can just store a little bit more gear underneath there if you are thinking of taking this on a longer day touring adventure. That's enough for one dry bag, but if you wanted to hook some more dry bags on or put something else under there you want to take with you, then it would be nice to have a larger cargo area. It is also just a no-frills board. You're not getting extra components to it. It is just as it comes, but it does work out on the water, which kind of leans into our value for money, which I'll mention now. Now, Sandbanks Style, they are in that mid price point, that 539 British pounds, But there are other boards on the market that come in at a cheaper price point and you're getting quite a similar package with it. However, Sandbanks Style go above and beyond in their customer service. You're also buying into a 5-year warranty with your board, so you know you're getting a board that the brand stand behind and that you know you're confident with its durability and its longevity. So it's a bit of a trade-off, but I think as a brand, Sandbanks Style pushing environmental credibility really well, having that customer service, your warranty, you've got someone at the end of the phone that you can speak to if you do buy a board from Sandbanks Style. I think all of that really wraps it up nicely into that package of £539. So summarizing who this board is going to suit, well, we've mentioned it throughout the review a little bit here and there, but definitely the lighter weight riders, 60 kilograms to 75 kilograms is that sweet spot. Anything either side of that is still great as well, up to that 90 kilogram mark for beginners, or 95 kilogram if you have a little bit of paddling experience. Definitely suited to you if you're a first time buyer of a stand-up paddleboard, but not sure which discipline to maneuver into after you have a bit of experience. This board is that crossover between that all-round first-time beginner stand-up paddleboard and that touring board, which is that little bit of more of an expedition, storing gear, going on a little bit more of a longer paddle. So great choice for beginners and also intermediates, those who have a bit of experience, who are that upper weight limit and maybe want a 4.75 inch thick board, just because it does have more performance and more stability benefits. Wrapping this up, Sandbanks Style, the company, are nailing their mission statement of bringing quality iSUPs to the market at a reasonable price. Yes, you're paying £539 for this, but you have great brand backing. You know you've got a 5-year warranty with this board. You know that if you have any issues, they're only a phone call away, and you're joining that community of other riders in the UK who are really enjoying these boards. There's a lot of them getting around just local to where we are in our waterways. We're starting to see more and more boards. More and more people are really enjoying them out on the water too. So definitely a credible brand to go for if you are looking to purchase a iSUP. It's the crossover between that all-round and the touring disciplines. I really hope that you enjoyed watching this review. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we really look forward to seeing you on another review very soon.